Hey, thank you so much, Jenna. We're down here at the Hilltop Inn in Elmira, New York, with the one and only Dwight Gooden, Dr. K, legendary pitcher for the New York Mets and Yankees in the 80s and 90s. And Dr. K, thank you so much for coming to the first ever Hilltop Inn, Pio's Hot Stove Dinner, the honored guest tonight. And talk about tonight and what it means to be that special guest.
It means a lot, and I didn't know it's the first one, the first dinner since you told me, so that makes it even more special. And met some wonderful people so far tonight, and looking forward to having a good time with them. You know, just telling my story and doing a Q&A, and bringing back good memories to come here. Last time I was here was in 1982 with the Little Folk Mets, and we played the Elmira like the Red Sox. So I'm looking forward to spending some time here today.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we're happy to have you, obviously. And Dwight, you know, one of the most historic stats that you have is the youngest Cy Young Award winner, just 20 years old back then in the 80s. To win so many games, you know, throughout your career and do it really a lot before 25. I mean, what a run back then in the 80s.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And that year, Gary Carter, who was my catcher, who had just traded from, played a big part in that. And I was in a good situation with Mel Farmer, was my pitching coach. And as you mentioned, the team that we had then, I wish we would have had the wild card back then. We could have had a pretty decent run. But it was just a lot of fun, a lot of good guys on the team, and a lot of us still stay in contact. And that's the beauty about when you're playing sports. You get to develop friendships that last a lifetime. But having an opportunity to play in New York in front of the greatest fans and win the World Series for both teams was definitely a special thing for me.
Yeah, and obviously 86, I mean, it's really one of those years that continues to just get bigger and bigger as the years go on. It just evolves. Talk about 86 and how special that year in particular was.
86 was special. I think what made that so special was in 84 we came very close. We finished second to the Cubs that year, and then 1985 we won, I think, 98 games and lost out to the Cardinals. So when we got to spring training 86, we only had one goal, and that wasn't like just reaching the World Series. That was winning the World Series. And David Johnson made that perfectly clear the first day of spring training. And the guys on the team we had probably could have been starters on other teams, but everybody put the Eagles aside and had one common goal. We had to win the World Series, and it was a great run. And I remember playoffs against Houston, and obviously the World Series games, especially Game 6, was unbelievable. But that year was destined, and it had to be our year. But just a tremendous year, and like you said, it's nothing better when we go back to Citi Field and talk with the fans and reminisce a little bit about 86.
And Dwight, one of the most top-notch moments of your career, the no-hitter for the Yankees. Everyone remembers that. And the special significance for you with your dad.
Yes, that made it that much special. And a lot of Met fans like to hear when I say my favorite moment was probably pitching no-hitter with the Yankees. But I always have met a heart. But like you said, my dad taught me the game of baseball. My dad was my hero. We spent a lot of time together when I was a kid, watching games. And he came to a lot of my games. And when I made some major leagues, after every start, before I talked to the media, I had to call my dad and we'll go over the game. And the no-hitter, he was very sick that day. He had been on Dallas for like 15 years. I had permission to go home to be with him, but I thought he would want me to pitch. Turned out I pitched a no-hitter, and unfortunately he never made it home from the hospital. He passed away, but the last game he saw me pitch was that no-hitter, so that was like his going-home gift, and that made it that much special.
Yeah, certainly a special time. And I got to ask you, one of my final questions here tonight, the video, the 86 Let's Go Mets video, do it. That's what it was. Right?
That was it, and we had a good time doing that. A lot of characters on the team, good personalities, and Roger McDowell was the leader of the pack, no doubt. But tremendous time, and it just bringing that up brings back a lot of cheers and good times.
Thank you so much for joining us here on WENY-TV Sports here in Elmira. The first ever Hot Stove Dinner, Elmira, New York at the Hilltop Inn, the legendary Dr. K, Dwight Gooden. Don't miss it tonight. We'll see you.